Hi, I'm Phil Constantine, and on this Travels with Phil, we are at Gettysburg National Military Park, and we're going to be looking at some of the monument to the various fighting groups, such as state militias, those kinds of things. Now, this might be just really for hardcore Civil War fans because it's just showing all of the various monuments throughout the park. In case you're interested, the background music is the William Tell Overture by Rossini. These monuments are located throughout the Gettysburg area, and normally they're associated with either where these particular units were billeted or where they actually saw an engagement. So you'll often see, fought here, and on many of the monuments you'll see how many people were in the various regiments, brigades, whatever they were, how many people were injured, how many officers. Sometimes you'll see the names of the people that were the commanders in there. But it's an interesting story. You didn't realize that so many states were involved out here. So many people were coming in from so many different areas, and there were really lots and lots and lots of different regiments, brigades, units out here fighting at Gettysburg from both the North and the South. This is the Mississippi Infantry Monument, the 11th, and it's right next to the North Carolina one. And it's an interesting one. But some of them have statues, some of them just have carvings, a wide variety here. And this is a pretty impressive design here, the North Carolina State Monument. It's a very nicely done sculpture. Some of these were fairly large, some of these were fairly small, just depended on the amount of money. A lot of these monuments were, the money was raised through donations. They were not done at state expense. This is the Virginia State Monument, and that's Robert E. Lee on top. His horse's name is Traveler, fairly well known amongst Civil War fans, or at least historians. Another nicely designed, most of these were very, very nicely designed. Some are a little bit unusual. Many of them featured soldiers in poses, other ones where they were just columns. Coming up is the Texas Monument. I'd recognize this rose-colored granite anywhere. There it is. I noticed that as soon as I saw it without even seeing the writing on it. This statue by Alabama, from Alabama, monument is very, very nice. And this is the Pennsylvania State Monument. This is the largest monument out on the battlefield. It is a very, very large, very nicely done, has a wide variety of information on it. See some of the old folks here coming back looking at it. That's the sculpture up on top. Very, very artistic in some of the depictions here of the scenes. And this is, after all, in Pennsylvania. Gettysburg is in the southern central part of Pennsylvania, just north of the Maryland border. We're fairly close to it. Now, these monuments in this area, this is where Pickett's charge took place, and this was the spot where the Confederates actually made it up to the Union line, sort of a spot called the Angle, There may be another name for it. There probably are several other names for it. But this was a spot where the high water mark is sometimes what it's called, is the best that the Confederacy was able to do here at Gettysburg. Tammany Hall. No, Indians were not involved in this. There's just a political group named after an Indian. Now, I was just really impressed by all of the information that's available out at the battlefield. I do have several other videos. There's just so much going on at Gettysburg that it's hard to break it down into one small video without showing you hardly anything. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up by clicking on the button below. You're welcome to leave comments below as long as the language is family friendly. And finally, if you'd like to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel by clicking the button over on the bottom right-hand corner. Thank you again for watching.